Hi, this is our special guest joining us for Beatlefest Valparaiso 2011. This is Cleofus McCartney, and he has decided to honor us with his presence here today. Tell us a few stories about himself and the Beatles, how he knows them, his relationships, and so on. Hi, Cleofus. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, very much. Now, I've got to tell you, if you anyway insult me, I'm going to knock your blooming head off.
Cleofus, I promise we're going to be extremely kind to you today.
I should jolly well hope so, because I am Paul McCartney's third cousin, twice removed. And it's very important that, because he's a sore, and I'm not a sore gut yet, but I'm working on it. Okay? My lady?
Yes, Cleofus. Now, Cleofus, do you have any kind of fond memories at all of yourself with Paul?
Well, I talked to my grandpappy before he died in 1962, and his uncle went over on the Irish potato farming over to America, and they grew up in West Virginia, and they came back to New England. No, it's Old England. See, I get it all mixed up in my head because I got to try to remember the Civil War and Henry VIII. It's all English, and American history just gets all mixed up. But anyway, he came back to England and decided to have another family, and I end up back in Liverpool, living 2 blocks away from Paul McCartney, and I didn't even know who he was. He was my third cousin, and I didn't know.
So, do you have any childhood stories about your third cousin, or you just happen to know that he's your
yes,
third cousin?
I do. I beat the poor lad up in the playground one day. He insulted me because I could not play skiffle with him on the guitar, and I just plumbing blooped him right in the head. And ever since then, he wouldn't talk to me until he found out that my grandpappy's uncle moved to West Virginia and raised a family, and to come back here, and somehow or another we got on and we figured out that we are third cousins, and now we've been friends ever since.
So, when was the last time you spoke to Paul?
Well, I sent him a telegram back in 1971, told him about a song I wrote, and I got a letter back, but it wasn't from Paul, but they said they really liked it. I think it was from the fan club, and I tried to call him again, and actually he stole one of my songs that I wrote when we did skiffle together that one time, and I'm still upset with Paul.
He stole one of your songs, Cleofus?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Which song was that?
That was Venus and Mars. That's right, Venus and Mars. I did Venus and Mars, not Paul McCartney. And he didn't give me any credit for it.
So was it exactly as Paul did and recorded Venus and Mars that you did it, or did you have maybe a slightly different version that you might like to play for us?
Oh no, I did a couple of words here. Jolly well, I'll do it. It went, though no matter how near or far, I travel from Venus and Mars, back to England I go. See, he changed all the lyrics. And that's how the song was supposed to be, and he changed it all, and it makes me mad. I'm really upset with Paul McCartney. And
what about any of the other Beatles, Cleofus? Did you ever get to meet or work with any of the others? I see that you're a very talented songwriter.
No. John, I never met him, John, and Paul and Ringo. Well, you know, Ringo can't sing, and he can't write music. And they put Octopus's Garden on the record when I gave them everything, and they wouldn't do. They just would not do what I asked them to do.
But Octopus's Garden was a pretty good song. What would you have chosen instead of that one?
Well, the glass onion should have been marble onion, and I told Ringo that don't put glass in glass onion. It's got to be marble onion.
You mean you told John that?
No, I told Ringo that. See, I told you I didn't admit to John, but I did admit to Ringo once. And Ringo, was that Ringo or Ringo? No, Ringo. And I told him when he was in his All-American band that, no, I wrote the song as marble onion, not glass onion. You got it wrong. See, that was another song I wrote that they just all forgot about. By the way, Paul McCartney is not English, he's Irish. And his great-great-grandfather's uncle was out on the Gulf of England, and a westerly wind blew and put him in Ireland, and they couldn't get back, and just so happened a boat from the Great Potato Farming was going over to West Virginia, and that's how he got there. And then, but 40 years later, he got the boat right back to England. That's it.
So really he's from Ireland and ended up in England 40 years later?
Oh, yes.
But all the stories we hear of Paul are
correct.
from England as a child.
He'll never tell you that he's from Dublin. He will not tell you that, and he is a liar. He's from Ireland.
You don't have too many fond memories of Paul, do you?
No, he stole my song, so I it's very difficult for me to see him making all that money, and I have nothing.
Do you have any pleasant memories at all of Beatles?
Yes, when they did Love Me Do, I had a couple fond memories with my lady, but I don't care to get into that right now. If you want to interview me anymore, I'm going to have to charge you money. Or, how about a date tonight, honey?
I'm sorry, Cleofus, I'm very happily married, but I'm very flattered that you offered.
Even if I painted my beard blue and my mustache red, you would not go out to
No.
Oh,
I'm very
okay, well, we'll just have to end this interview now.
Okay, any chance we might get to talk to you again tomorrow?
Maybe. Tomorrow we'll talk again.
Cleofus, it has been a pleasure hearing your stories, and I look forward to more of them tomorrow.
Righty so.
Would you like to play a song for us to end the interview? Maybe something that you wrote that the Beatles did not record? Or maybe the way you wrote it when they recorded it wrong.
Well, love me free. You know I love me. That's the way it should be. Love me. See? That's it.
Thank you so much, Cleofus. It's been a pleasure.